So you know what, Jean? We're going to pick up on your book in a moment. I'm just going to ask you to hold your thoughts just for a second, because we're going to shift our focus right now to take a look at the sponsor of today's Women Worldwide episode, which is Routledge Publishing. And I don't know if you know Routledge, but they are one of the world's largest publishers of academic textbooks and business journals. And they also happen to be the publisher of my book. Now, this book was a happy writing process. I will tell you that. So not a lot of stress here. But my book answers over 150 questions all around reputation, media, relationship building, social media, measurement. And Jane, I thought it would be really fun if I ask you a question and you answer one from the book. So are you game?
I'm game.
Awesome. Okay, so your question, being that you are a therapist and a counselor, is question number 34. What do you do when a situation looks grim? So talk about stress.
Right? Yeah, that's a perfect scenario for our brain shutting down and going to reptilian brain. So the first thing I do, I got from a woman named Tara Brock, is I put my hand on my heart and just center myself. And that helps my brain get back on board. And then grim evokes, oh my God, it's out of control and I don't know what to do. And so what always helps me settle is, okay, so we go back to choice. What's one thing I can do about this situation? I may not be able to fix the whole thing, but is there one thing I can address? And if it's totally out of my control, then I say, all right, how am I going to be with this? How am I going to be with it versus, just feeling totally out of control? So it's what can I do, or how am I going to be present with this? Do I want to be stressed, or do I want to have my brain on board going, okay, now what?
You know what? That's really, really good. And either way, you have to be centered.
Yes.
Thank you so much for answering that question. That's really helpful advice to all the Women Worldwide listeners. And I also want to thank Routledge for sponsoring this episode of Women Worldwide.